And then, is that the same thing?
It's similar. It's just similar. Warning.
Okay, I thought you had it on a PowerPoint. Maybe I'm... Okay, this is just a final review on the difference between mentor allies. The mentor allies, you participate in weekly discussions with people, clients from the community. You're willing to humbly place yourself on a level playing field with the people from the community whose lives have become complicated. And you do this by participating in facilitated discussions, by being open, vulnerable, while at the same time being available as role models, mentors, or allies as God directs and relationships develop. You are the key to success in the community groups. Key qualities include showing up, being nice, avoiding condemnation, speaking the truth in love, biblical advice or no advice. Does that sound familiar to you all? Have you heard this yet today? Good. Another thing you can do is participate in equal, not a superior, appropriate participate as an equal, not a superior. Appropriate transparency, available and approachable during weekly activities, open to development of relationships that transcend group activities as God enables. To some, this sounds scary. They're afraid they're going to get involved in messy lives and it's going to be overcomplicated. And yes, you are going to get involved in messy lives. And yes, it can become overcomplicated and chaotic. But it's amazing how God directs and He brings the people to bear that need to be there. When we had a very complicated couple that were involved in addictions and DCS, and they were losing their children, they were losing their jobs, couldn't find a home, they were using again. It was amazing how many God just brought to bear. We didn't have to do it alone. God does not ask us to do that alone. We had a couple that they started to get very frustrated and overwhelmed with one of the couples they were working with, because they were pouring into this couple, pouring into them. And there was these great life changes, and then they fell. They started using again. And this couple, they got very frustrated, like, I cannot believe they're doing this after everything we've done for them. Like, I'm taking their phone calls at 3 a.m. I'm working with them. I'm taking into job interviews. What? And this is the thanks I did? And they were very frustrated. And Kevin said to them, why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you doing this? And he has said that many times today. If God is not calling you to do it, don't do it. Because if you're doing it for any other motive besides this is what God wants me to do, to step into doing right now, if you're doing it for any other motive, you are going to get frustrated. You are going to get frustrated. You are not going to save these people. You are not going to make their lives right. You are not going to fix their problems. You're going to come alongside them and you're going to live this messy life out with them. Some of those might be the outcomes. Things might get fixed. Things might get solved. But that is not the responsibility God's putting on your shoulder. He's just having you fish and reel them in. Okay, so then as a facilitator, you're providing leadership for weekly activities. You're going to lead discussions using the provided discussion guides, toolboxes, and the tools. You can be single or a couple. And in addition to those of a mentor-ally, qualities of a good facilitator include connect the biblical fundamentals to the life situations they're in, ability or willingness to learn how to ask powerful questions as opposed to prescribing individual behavior, humility and good communication skills, ability to read a small group and adapt appropriately, developing and maintaining a welcoming setting. This is repetitive. We've talked about it, but repetition is good. And then group coordinator is, right at this point, we have Cassie is the group coordinator, and Kevin, they are working together with both of these groups. They're the contact people for groups. A coordinator can communicate about meetings, fellowships. They may text the participants that are involved, telling them where, if there's a change in, you have a cancellation, or if there's going to be a fellowship. They just kind of keep the ball rolling. And they kind of oversee the group, take the attendance, and do some of the administrative work. So that is, again, it was a